Seabird 198, one localizer established, descend RLS.
One reception localizer with RLS 21.
Seabird 198, could you give me a wind check, please?
Showing 240.
Hello, my name is Eric Prévost. I am the captain of the flight 010 today to go from Paris to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Let me introduce you Olivier Guiraud, who is the first officer today, and we will fly together the Boeing 777-200 called Foxtrot Golf Sierra Papa Hotel from Paris to New York. Now we will sign in just to tell that we are now on the duty, and today we will prepare the flight on the box number 39 if you wish to go with us.
Okay, we have just arrived in the box, so we are going to have a study of a file, but in the same time we have computer information which can be used by having a logon and a password for each pilot to be connected to the special flight. I just put the number of the flight after the answer, and everything is coming. So we have a synthetic view of the flight with the parking, which is important, the aircraft, the name is here, the type of aircraft, the number, it's not the number of passengers, but the load of the passengers, this is how many kilos of passengers, if I can say that, we have, how many in the cargo, how many freight we have. Today will be 10 tons, and we expect a total load of 34 tons for today. Number of packs expected is 218.
So today the dispatchers propose us the track Fox to go from Paris to New York due to a strong headwind. And so we can see here the different fields, alternate fields for the ETOPS operation, Shannon, Keflavik, St. John, Torbay, to fly from Paris to New York Kennedy via St. John. Concerning the weather turbulence, the weather conditions and route, we have this map. We can see that in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, around 30 west, we could experience some light to moderate turbulence, and after that the flight will be normally smooth. We can check now the winds. So today the wind to go from Paris to New York, there is a strong headwind, around the 45 knots in the average. That's why we will fly around 7 hours and 35 minutes from Paris to New York. You can see here United Kingdom, Ireland, Greenland, Iceland, and this is North America with our final destination, New York Kennedy. So on this chart, this TEMC, we can see the different significant phenomenon or weather and the weather condition. We can see here the jets at flight level 290 and flight level 370. This one is around 90 knots coming from west. There is some turbulence expected, as we saw on the other map, and also close to St. John, associated with this jet at flight level 370, around 100 knots coming from west northwest. And there is in the vicinity of New York, our destination, some scattered showers of rain with isolated and embedded cumulonimbus up to a flight level 420, just for the arrival.
Hi, my name is Laurent Verbeau. I'm the chief purser of that flight today from Paris to New York, and we're going to fly together.
So Laurent, the flight time today will be around 7 hours and 35 minutes to join New York Kennedy.
Okay.
There is some turbulence expected just in the middle of the flight, around 3 hours after the takeoff. we should speed up the flight to make up the arrival
On time?
schedule on time
Okay,
in New York.
Okay, good.
The weather is fair with some scattered showers of rain expected. The ground temperature around 25 degrees Celsius, and we should probably land facing south. But I will give you further information during the flight.
Okay.
So the weather condition will be fair, and there is no difficulties from now.
Okay, thank you. We're going to be at in 8 for the briefing,
Yeah.
and we're waiting for you.
Okay. So we will join within 20 minutes to
Okay.
to your
Good.
briefing room. Okay.
Okay, thank you. See
See
you.
you, Laurent.
So we have just a study of data we have for the flight, and now we make a summary just to know how many fuels we have to take to go to New York today. That is the main aim of this preparations. So regarding the meteorological conditions, we have some light turbulence expected 3 hours after takeoff, and then perhaps some showers nearby the area of New York tonight. Regarding the aircraft is in good conditions. The fields we have chosen today is Shannon in Ireland, Keflavik in Iceland, and St. John's in Canada area. So
Shannon, you told me that we will probably use the ILS-24.
24 because the wind is coming from west.
Iceland,
It will
Keflavik, it will be ILS-11.
Yes,
that
east
we can see
configuration.
here. And so the runway length will be 3,000 meters, and the weather is okay for the ILS category 1 approach. And you told me St. John?
In St. John's, it's ILS 229, that means west configurations. The weather is fine, strong winds, but the weather is fine.
Okay.
So it's totally acceptable for us. So regarding the fuel we need, with all these configurations, we have the opportunity perhaps to make some hold at New York due to the showers, so we take more fuel to be able to hold a little bit. And also it could be some runway change in New York, which is increase our consumptions, so we take a little bit more fuel for that reasons.
So the extra fuel we chose
Yes.
about around 1,400 kilograms more, and you agree for the fuel total fuel for 59.4?
59.4 will be good for a load of 34.2
Okay,
tons.
so I signed 59.4.
If you agree,
I
propose-
agree, and for the alternate it's okay. Shannon, Keflavik, St. John, and the critical fuel for the ETOPS operation is 44.3. It's okay for us. We have to go to the briefing room with the cabin crew. Okay.
Okay.
Bonjour. My name is Eric Prévost. I am the captain today on duty. So it's a great pleasure for me to fly with you. Today we'll fly around 7 hours and 35 minutes to join New York Kennedy. And Olivier Guiraud, who is the first officer, will join us in a short moment. And here is Olivier.
Bonjour.
I told so that we'll fly 7 hours and 35 minutes today. The weather condition and route will be fair, and the ground temperature expected in New York will be around 26 degrees Celsius, with some scattered showers of rain expected just for the arrival, but I think it will be a fair weather with very good conditions. Okay, so now we are on the tarmac on Roissy Airport. We are just nearby the aircraft, which is on the Boeing 777-200, and I'm going to make the walk around just to be sure that everything is okay before departure. Please come with me. This is the nose land gear wheel well, and I check everything. The shock absorber, the size, all the cables. Then we check the pitot probes, the radome, all the
antennas. Static probes, the landing edge, and then, which is important, the engines. It's a very big engine, 3 meters of diameters, and we check all the blades. Okay. Check if everything is locked. Nothing inside. We check if there is all the doors closed. And now we go to the end of the ring. We check the lights, the static dischargers. Everything is here. All the fitting of the flaps. The fairing. Now the main gear. Check the brakes and the tires. Okay. Here's the hydraulic bay, so we check if there is no leak. This is the main thrust landing gear for retracting the landing gear. No leak, it's okay. This is for the passenger oxygen check. Door is closed. Now the stabilizer, there is no impact, there is still the static dischargers working. So you can see that the FPU is working. The stabilizer, the rudder, everything is okay. Check the hydraulic. The brakes. Okay, now we check the left wing, the flaperon, the flat. The aileron, static dischargers, the lights. All the slats as well. Now we have to be careful about the fuel truck. Check the in-house, all the blades. Okay. of the pressure, negative pressure vent, static probes. And now it's completed. We can go back to the cockpit. Thank you.
Donc, pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist, gear pins removed. Oxygen
Testé 100%.
tested 100 at right and behind. Flight instrument.
Le reading 268, altimeters 1013, QNH set.
Heading 268, QNH 1013 set. Pre-flight checklist complete.
In the middle of the flight, there's turbulence.
You start the rain, so you want
Yeah,
to stop the thing.
yeah, of course.
Of course.
And we expect the ground temperature around 25 degrees Celsius, in a fair weather in New York. So have a nice flight with us, and don't dare to ask us for anything. We are here for.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for flying today. We're going to do our best to make the best flight ever.
Thank you.
Thanks to you. This is Mr. Ward.
It's my son, yes.
Okay, Mr. Ward. Hello. Thanks also. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Tout à fait, les opérations de départ sont effectuées, l'avion est dégagé, le tracteur en place, on pourra lever l'avion.
Et vous pouvez lever l'appareil, je vous rappelle.
Ok, merci.
Air France 010, bonjour.
Air France 00, stand Fox 3, request pushback and start up to New York.
Air France 010, after arrival of the 777 on your right, gate Foxtrot 9, start up and push approved, face north, behind.
After arrival of 777 Fox 9, we are clear for start and push.
Je dois passer. Séquence de démarrage 2 et 1.
Ok, période.
Démarrage du 2. Start right engine.
Right ending, start.
So I switch fuel control right on. N2 is positive. Oil press is positive. We're now waiting around 30% of N2 to have the fuel injection. Fuel injection is on. We're waiting for the EGT. Okay, EGT is positive. Engine is now running and starting. N1 is positive too. Le démarrage du 1. Start engine, left engine.
Left engine start.
For the left is the same. We're waiting for the exhaust gas temperature positive 2. Now the engine is starting with N1 positive confirmed. Oil press is positive 28. So the startup process is normal.
Stabilize.
And the startup sequence is now complete. Et c'est commande de vol? The elevator down, elevator up, normal for the rudder, on the left, on the right, neutral.
Normal.
Eh bien, before taxi checklist.
Before taking checklist, anti-ice auto, recall checked, flight control
Checked.
FMS takeoff parameters,
5, flaps 5 compared.
ground equipment,
Clear on the left.
clear on the right. Before taxi checklist complete.
France 010, taxi to stop Echo 0, contact the ground on 119.75, bye.
Ground, good afternoon, Air France 0101 Echo 0 for runway 27.
Air France 010, hello, straight ahead, Quebec, stop middle 4.
Straight away, Québec for stop middle for France 010.
C'est tout droit jusqu'à
Alors,
la
France
t'es d'accord?
18,
C'est clair à
44,
droite et à
bonsoir, on
gauche.
approche Romont, Papa 5.
Bonsoir à France 1844, tournez à gauche Roméo pour le point d'arrêt, piste 27 gauche. Air France 010, contact ground 1216, goodbye.
Ground 1216, goodbye Air France 010.
That's all.
Ground North, good afternoon Air France 010 on middle cap.
Air France 010, good afternoon, taxi holding point Yankee 12, runway 27 left.
Taxi to hold it point Yankee 12 for runway 27 left Air France 010.
En trajectoire de panne moteur, je rappelle la ZAC à 1900 pieds, la sortie officielle. En cas d'emergency, conf 30, autobreak 3 et les deux doubles intérieurs, 27 gauche, 26 droite. En cas d'anomalie avant V1, j'annoncerai stop or go. Si c'est stop, je reste PF, je réduis, je déconnecte la T, je sors les reverse et tu vérifies la sortie des speed break avec l'annonce speed break up en not up. Si on continue, on peut réajuster la poussée maxi toga. Toga switch, manette au tableau, on réarme le LNAV ou manette au tableau, il y aura une réduction à 1500 pieds. A priori, un peu de convection, donc je vais mettre dès maintenant mon radar en étant weather auto, tu confirmes?
C'est confirmé. Non, c'est weather manuel parce que c'est du manuel.
Excuse-moi, on est sur 200, weather manuel, donc j'ai mis 3 degrés, peut-être mettre 4.
Tu veux combien? Tu veux
4.
4.
Bien écoute, en fonction des échos, j'annonce ce que je souhaite en PF et puis tu relais en passant reading. Voilà, c'est tout ce que je voulais dire. Est-ce que tu as des questions et des points à rajouter?
Non, premier virage à droite, hein, c'est une petite confusion, on est d'accord. À part ça, j'ai pas de questions.
D'accord, bah écoute, le briefing est terminé. Et before take-off checklist.
Before take-off, checklist complete.
Checklist complete.
Kevin ready. Je fais l'annonce PNC.
Air France 010, bonjour, derrière le 320 Sky Team déjà aligné, de Yankee 12 aligné, vous piste 27 gauche et attendez derrière.
Good afternoon Air France 010, behind Airbus 320, lying on the 27 left and wait behind.
Yes, sorry. Air France 862 novembre, le vent 300 degrés vers le piste 27 gauche, autorisé décollage.
Autorisé décollage, piste 27 gauche, Air France 862 novembre.
Approaching 27 left.
Traverse comme tu as vu, nord-ouest,
On runway 27 left.
Air France 010, wind 300 degrees 19 and not runway 27 left, clear for takeoff.
Air France 010 is clear for takeoff, runway 27 left.
Je suis prêt. Take off.
Chaussette.
80 knots, check.
80 knots.
V1.
Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
LNAV.
Checked.
Thrust ref, sonar speed.
Checked.
Air France 010, contact de Gold departure 124 decimal 350, au revoir.
124 350 Air France 010, au revoir.
Regardez bassin, climb.
Climb.
The goal departure, good afternoon, Air France 010, climbing flight level 100 on Ever 5 Alpha.
Air France 010, bonjour, climb level 180.
Climb flight level 180, Air France 010.
Air France 026, contacté presque 134 décimal 410, au revoir.
134 410, Air France 026, au revoir.
Non, on peut l'envoyer, ouais.
Moins 30, et on est bien.
Ouais, je pense qu'on va pouvoir croiser à 800 à 84 de Mach.
Speed enough pass.
Checked. Et voilà, Flavor 360. On a claqué 6 tonnes, 24 minutes.
Ok.
Brest control, good afternoon, Air France 010, flight level 360 on course RATCA.
Air France 010, bonjour, direct RATCA.
Direct RATCA, Air France 010.
So we took off 25 minutes ago, and it takes us 25 minutes to from the takeoff to arrive at flight level 360. And the fuel consumption from the takeoff up to the first flight level is around 6,000 kilograms. And now we're flying in the vicinity of Guernsey, and we have the field and an alternate of Brest on the left-hand side, around 60 nautical miles on the left-hand side. And the weather is nice in Brest, facing west, with good visibility around more than 10 kilometers. And the cloud is broken around 2,000 feet, with the ground temperature on 17 degrees. Now with Olivier, we have to manage the entry in the entrance and in the oceanic airspace. And so we will enter by Radka on the track Fox within 1 hour from now. And we will decide the cruise speed in order to arrive on time in New York. But according to us, with Mach 0.84, we will manage to arrive on time in New York. And after that, we will have to manage the ETOPS process, the ETOPS procedure, to cross the Atlantic Ocean in contact with our dispatcher on the ground to actualize the latest weather report and to check if the 3 different alternates, Shannon, Keflavik and St. John, are still available for us and adequate. Here is the EFB Class 3 fitted on all of our Boeing 777-200 and 300. And on this EFB we have a special application called Airport Moving Map, which is not a primary mean of navigating on ground, but we use it to confirm our position. Our parking gate in Roissy Charles de Gaulle, where Fox 3, this is here, and I will show you the terminal. You can see here the 2 different runways on the south of the airfield. Runway 27 left and 27 right on the top. The north is here, and in fact we were parked just over there. And So we start our engines here, and we began to taxi along taxiway Quebec here, to line up from taxiway Yankee 12, and we took off from runway 27 left. You can see that on our primary navigation mean. So Fox 3 were here on the terminal S3. You can see terminal 2, module A, B, C, D, E, F, S3, S4. This is S3 and S4. This is a long-haul terminal for Air France. So we were parked over there. We started up our engines here, and we began to taxi on taxiway Quebec. And we arrived just here, taxiway Quebec. We arrived at Yankee 12, and we were cleared to take off from this position with 3,600 meters remaining length of runway. And we took off here, and we followed a SID, a standard instrumental departure called Évreux 3 Alpha. In fact, we took off straight ahead up to the waypoint Papa Golf 272. It was a air nav departure. We slightly turned right to fly through the waypoint PG 280, PG 284 to the VOR of Évreux, climbing to flight level 100 initially. And so we changed frequency from ground to tower. Next, with contact departure from Paris Charles de Gaulle, and close to Évreux, we were in communication with Paris control, and next to Brest control. And we plan, in case of a return to Paris, to land on the longest runways, and it were runway 27 left or 26 right. So we plan an action plan in case of anything happens, that we could return on Paris.